warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your brother Ali Tahir, 60 back at service. As we come into, oops, my glasses are all over the place. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to put them in properly today. Yeah, this is possibly the last 4 or 5 days left of Ramadan. A lot of people obviously are going to be left with no other choice but to pray from home with regards to the current lockdown restrictions. I think really well and truly it's important with regards to this Ramadan. I don't think we'll ever forget such a Ramadan like this, ever. So many lives have been taken away from us. When the lockdown started around the 28th of March, no one could have even have ever fathomed that we would be close to approximately 34,000 people dying in the UK. It's just like unbelievable how many lives this coronavirus has taken, and especially every life is a lost life. We've lost brothers from our masjid here, and they'll be, remembered, and may Allah Ta'ala grant each and every one of them the highest station in Jannah al-Firdaus. Again, more further bad news. We had a sister who was fatally wounded and lost her life today. A sister by the name of Aya Hisham from Blackburn was brutally taken away from us. Was obviously in a drive-by shooting, the victim of a drive-by shooting. It's very, very sad, very sad. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. It's what can I say? But going forward, inshallah, hopefully, I think places of prayer will be open eventually. The very last places to be opened will eventually, and I think they're going to be open for single prayer, single worship, as far as I'm aware, from what I've been told. In the Northern Ireland, they've taken those steps, or is it in Wales? So alhamdulillah, it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what happens in the UK, in England, that is. So, again, a piece of advice. It's ironic that they chose to, it's an irony, it's quite a deep irony that they've chose to, today as I drove past, I'm going to leave a little clip up here that the masjid have chosen to put out, after how many months, we love the NHS, a heart sign. Probably can see it in the distance. I don't know if you can see it, just over there on the gate. I'm focusing in the right place. Just over there on the gate, there's a sign. Well, I'll leave a little cap. Well, I'll leave a photograph. If they only love their community so much and done the right thing, they love their police force a lot. No doubt they called them on a number of occasions for free security. Maybe it's a piece of advice to our local police force, which is Wembley Police Station. Don't be so overzealous in arresting innocent people. I think we know as well as you do, we'll have to come back to our peaceful protest outside the masjid once it opens, because we'll have no other choice but to. They are going to choose not to let us in, so we will have no other choice but to peacefully protest. But again, this is a message to Wembley, to our local law enforcement, Sergeant Neil Tulloch, if you're listening. I know you sometimes watch these videos, but if you are listening, the police can't be overzealous with regards to just, arresting willy-nilly on the hearsay of someone who brings out a file. Oh, that one and this one, please. Yep. Really? Okay. Is that how it works, does it? Without any evidence? We don't want anything more going to the IOPC, any more complaints. It's not going to look good on Wembley Police Station or on any other police force that's involved in these sort of issues where there is a lack of evidence. And especially we don't want the police abusing their powers as well. And we don't want the police used as free security. They've got security, they need to hire it. But alhamdulillah, we will go back to our peaceful protesting. We're going to ensure that brothers don't fall into a trap, like they did before. You have to realize that the masjid has been used to blackmail us. Something that is so dear and close to the hearts of so many brothers and sisters. Every little half argument, every small discussion, they're going to use that, and then they'll even warn us, oh, we're going to build up a case against you. We're going to get you for, unnecessary harassment. It doesn't work like that. Again, you've chosen to hold a public office. We are going to ask you legitimate questions, and you can't palm these off as harassment. Remember, we don't want to discuss. We would rather not face you guys, but it's because of the fact that you've refused to answer any correspondence and lie to people and involved in wrongful arrests. Lie to the police. Not only us, you lie to the police as well. Is that the committee cannot get away with this any longer. So we will be coming back to our normal protesting eventually when things do come back to normal. It could be a month, it could be 2 months from now. We'll just have to wait and see. Inshallah, and we will go through with the cases that we have to go through with. Let's just see what happens. It's a difficult time for everyone. My prayers and blessings are with all the brothers who have struggled to free this masjid from this committee. And we will carry on using the democratic and legal means to extricate them from this masjid as always. There's not much more I can say on the issue. Again, Ramadan has been totally different. It's been a challenging Ramadan this year with not having the masjid too frequent, but I think it would have been challenging anyway, regardless of coronavirus or not. But alhamdulillah, over and out. There's not much more I can say on this entire matter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.